Hi friends, welcome back to Happy Haley. I am so glad you are here. This is my YouTube channel where we talk about all things happy, from clothing hauls to unboxings, thrifting, and more. Let's jump into it. I am so happy you're here. My Target video got a lot of love, so I'm super appreciative of that. It was something a little bit newer for me. I'm more like a thrifting, books, that kind of gal, and I feel like broadening my horizons to doing other things is fun too. I just had placed a random Target oil order and decided to film it, and yeah, I'm glad you guys loved it. There will be more coming for sure. So today's video is a little bit different and definitely in line with my interests. We're going to talk about junk journaling. I love junk journaling. I got into junk journaling probably a couple years ago, but then I never kept up with it. I think doing projects like anything creative can be really intimidating for me because I'm a perfectionist, and it just feels hard. And I think consistency, that is also hard. I'm really good at getting things done that I have to do, but then I get really interested and buy all the things for the projects, but then I feel like I don't do them. So I feel like so far in 2026, this is a year of analog. You can see it all over social media. People are really getting into analog bags, doing their fun hobbies at home, and I am definitely fully going into it. I actually make specific time in my planner, in my phone, to work on my junk journal. I will put a reminder on my iPhone in my calendar to junk journal. And I think scheduling in time where you're doing the things that aren't just like appointments and things that you have to get done and like bills you have to pay, but like can be like just as important as putting those things in. And they can also get done that way, because I do think there's something to be said for checking off a list. I love checking off a list, and I know many other people do too. So something I have really enjoyed is junk journaling. Like I said, I started specifically last year, so I really delved into it more, even though I knew it had existed and tried it a couple years ago. So this is my 2025 junk journal, and she is a chunky girl. It started as a planner, and I will say I am someone who buys a planner or even two every single year, and then by February, I've given it up. I'm actually really proud of myself because this year I have continued to work on my planner. So I feel like, my analog practices are working. Setting a routine has really helped. So I do my planner for on Sunday night or Monday if I'm not home on Sunday, but that has really helped. And we do other things on Sunday night and Monday in our household. So it kind of works itself into the routine. And I will say, it's overwhelming to junk journal if you don't keep up with it, because I think you end up collecting a bunch of junk and then it can feel overwhelming to just start. So anyway, you can use a planner. If you are at home and you're like, I don't want to buy anything for this, I don't trust myself to kind of make all the purchases and then follow through, you can just use a planner that you haven't used. It doesn't matter. You're just going to junk right over it. So I used it as a planner for I think a couple weeks, and then I started junk journaling basically. And it's really fun because I was in the first year of my relationship. So it has all our trips. We went to New York. And it's just such a fun way to capture memories that you might otherwise just glaze over or forget about, and you have all the junk in one place. And I do go back and I look back through it, and I think that's the best part. It's something else I guess you have to store, move with, but I actually keep mine on my bookcase and I think it looks really cool. This is this year's book. I will already say I prefer having a hardcover and I prefer having a band. This one is already getting crazy. It's definitely looking a little insane because of the type of book I think it is and how I put some of the junk in. So I might end up having to get another one, but we'll see. It just stays at home, so it's fine if it's kind of falling out. But this is the cover. I decorated it. So I will say that's the positive part of this is I feel like you had a little bit more decoration opportunity. So definitely get like a blank cover. I guess I put stickers on this. It's just like a little bit different. So we made these like right before January 1st, or did I make this when I get back? I think I made it before the new year with my partner, and we each made them. And I have been junking. That's a fun page. This is another fun page. I'm always thinking of like junk when I'm out. I think it makes you like slow down in a different way too. And just like, I went to the Bow Market Book Fair with my best friend. And then I just did these. I worked on these today on my lunch break. We went to Portland, Maine for our 2nd anniversary, and this is actually my first junk journal spread was also Portland, Maine, because we went around this time last year for our 1st anniversary. So this is the page, like, so you can put anything in. Like, this is the tag from something, and I just like how it stuck out. These are some stickers that are like unrelated, but then I also have Portland ones. This map, I made it so you can, whoops, those are like postcards that I put in the back because there's no like back envelope, and I actually like when notebooks have those for some of the postcards that you maybe don't have room for. But anyway, and I made it so you can just like see the map still, and then I just folded it up. But yeah, it's like a really fun way to kind of take time. And junk journal, we went to the Portland Art Museum. So that's that. Some of the pages are plainer, but I decided with those plainer pages to journal. And this is something that I feel like in the past I would have been a little nervous to do because I don't love my handwriting, but I also think this makes you kind of fall in love with your own handwriting. I think it turned out really cool. I just like wrote about the days and what we did. And then this is probably like the plainest page, but I just decided to write some glimmers from the trip. I wrote a little bit about the Portland Museum because this is a map on kind of like what my favorite things were to see. And I can add to it if I want, but I don't think it's bad to have like blank spaces, and everybody does junk journaling different. I think if you try to make it too much like somebody else's, you're not going to be successful because I think you'll be disappointed. But if you just kind of play with it, it's a good opportunity to put on a TV show or just like sit with some music on and get out of your head, and then have a memory where you can like look back and be like, oh, this is what I did in Portland, or this is what I did I had like Valentine's Day, or this is a fun one. This was the first one. So this was when we were in New York and we went to the MoMA, and like I think you can do so many things with it. That was Valentine's Day. And don't be afraid to like get messy. Like I feel like people, when they junk journal, it can just be like another form of like, okay, I have to be like neat now, and I have to like be like worried about like the junk. And I just say like go for it. Like don't overthink this process. Try to get out of your head, and then you will have memory books that you can look at and enjoy for like years to come that look fun on the shelf, and an opportunity to really like feed that creative part of yourself in like a safe and like really cheap way, because obviously you don't buy the junk. I mean, I guess you can, but the junk is really supposed to be things that like, this is all stuff like business cards, tags from things, boxes that I've cut apart, mats, free paper things. If you're at like a museum, I found a ton of that stuff. Stickers. I do buy a few stickers. Like in Portland, I bought most of the stickers that I used, but they, you know, like I think that's like a easy kind of like cheaper thing, postcard or stickers that you can buy as souvenirs. You can junk them. Sometimes I just keep them elsewhere, but I find it fun to keep in here. And it's kind of like when I was younger, I never wanted to use the good sticker. I always wanted to keep it. And like, what happened to those stickers, right? So like you might as well just use the cute sticker and fill up your junk journal. All right, guys, that's it for today. Have a good one. Oh, and I wanted to share this sweatshirt. It's so cute. It has a sun on it, and it is from The Drift Collective. They are in Portland, Maine, and they're fantastic small business. They DIY all their clothing, so you can actually pick what you want on your clothes, or you can just buy them already made. They embroider, they have a website, and they are local to Portland, Maine, like I said, but they do have pop-ups in Boston over the summer and during the holidays at SOA in the South End. And yeah, you should check them out. They have like great stuff, super cozy, super comfortable, and not sponsored or anything. I just remembered I was wearing it and wanted to share it. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.